Good morning, children. Hope you all are safe and studying at home. Last class we had done about the reasons for the depletion of water table. Among those reasons, it is increasing population, increasing industries, agricultural activities, even the distribution of water is different at different places. Today we are going to discuss further. Distribution of water. Distribution of water over the globe is quite uneven due to a number of factors. What can be the number of factors? Climatic conditions can be among one of the number of factors. Some places have good amount of rain and water rich. Like in south, even in Assam and all areas, there it is water rich areas. On the other hand, there are deserts which have scanty rainfall, like Rajasthan. India is a vast country and the rainfall is not the same everywhere. Some regions have excessive rains while some others have very little rainfall. So wherever more rainfall is there water scarcity will be less. Wherever less rainfall is there, less seepage of water, less groundwater will be there. Excessive rains cause floods, whereas the absence of rain results in droughts. Therefore, some regions in our country may have floods while others may suffer from droughts at the same time. So, in the same country, some places may be having flood areas also, some places it may be drought also. That means there would not be any water also. Activity 16.5. Given here is a rainfall map of India. It gives the average annual rainfall in different regions of our country. Locate on the map the place you live in. Are you blessed with sufficient rainfall? Yes. Children, we are blessed with sufficient rainfall in Jharkhand. Is there sufficient water available in your area throughout the year? Almost yes. In some of the areas in Ranchi also, we have areas where there is scarcity of water during summers. It may be possible that we are living in an area where there is sufficient rainfall, yet there is shortage of water. Can we attribute this to mismanagement of water resources? Water management. Now we are going to read about how to manage water, how we can save water, how to use water reasonably. You have read in class 6 that in many places a regular supply of water is provided by a well-planned pipe system, supply system, water available in almost in all parts of our country. When the civic authorities supply water through pipes, not all of it may reach the destination. You might have seen water supply pipes leaking. Yes, we have seen at some place it is leaking and a lot of water gushing out of the pipes. It is the responsibility of the civic authorities to prevent such wastage of precious water. Even at home, children, we should not waste water. Mismanagement or wastage may take place at the level of individuals also. Like at a home also, sometimes we brush our teeth and leave the tap open. All of us knowingly or unknowingly waste water while brushing teeth, shaving, bathing, washing and during many other activities. Leaking taps is another source of huge water wastage. We waste water as though we do not need the water next time. We waste water as if we are not going to need it further. We don't even think about our future. In future, we are going to get the same amount of water or not. We have seen that most of the water that we get as rainfall just flows away. All of you know we don't have a habit of saving rainwater. But now as we can see the scarcity of water is there, so we need to save water. There are several ways to save water which we are going to read further. That is, saving the water for future use is called water harvesting. This is the waste of precious natural resource. The rainwater can be used to recharge the groundwater. This is referred to as water harvesting or rainwater harvesting. If we use the rainwater for some other purposes like irrigation, washing our vehicles, this is called rainwater harvesting, about which you have learnt in class 6. Find out if the buildings in your neighborhood have water harvesting system installed. Now it has been told by civic authorities, by government, that we need to have rainwater harvesting system at every home. We should built rainwater harvesting system at home, so that we can harvest water, we can manage water. We have at many places in India an age-old practice of water storage and water recharge, like the Bowries. Bowery or even step wells are also there. Children, you must have seen many movies in Rajasthan. Step wells are there. Bowery was the traditional way of collecting water. With time, the Bowries fell into disuse and garbage started piling in these reservoirs. They are large reservoirs of water. However, because of the acute water shortage, people in these areas have had to rethink. The Bowries are being revived. Today, the situation is that in spite of scanty rains, these places are managing their water needs well. The farmer using water in the field can also use water economically. Maybe you have heard of drip irrigation. What is drip irrigation, children? Drip irrigation is a system or a technique in which network of pipe is spread in the field with drop by drop water going into the roots of the plant. Each plant gets the water drop by drop without any wastage. It is good for even land. Drip irrigation is a technique of watering plants by making use of narrow tubings which deliver water directly at the base of the plant, drop by drop, without any wastage. What role you can play? What role we can play in saving water or managing water? Yes, children, we can play a big role in this. At home, we can save much of water. Have you ever shown concern if you saw a tap leaking in your house, school, or any other place? Leaking taps waste a lot of water. You must make efforts to stop this leakage. There is a number of ways you can adopt to minimize the wastage of water. Let us begin. We have given a few examples add-on. Water-wise habits. 2 water-wise habits are given in your book. Turn off taps while brushing. Mop the floor instead of washing. Effect of water scarcity on plants. If we don't irrigate the plants, what will happen if you don't water the plants? They'll die. Because for photosynthesis, water is equally essential. You must have seen potted plants wilting and ultimately drying up if they did not get water even for a few days. You have already learned in chapter 1 that plants need water to get nutrients from the soil to prepare their food. Just imagine the consequences if water is not available to plants. The green character of the planet. What is the green character of the planet? That is plants and trees. Shall be lost. This may mean the end of all life. If plants are not there, then neither animals nor humans will survive, because directly or indirectly we are dependent on the plants for our survival. For a world without plants shall mean no food, no oxygen, no food, because plants prepare food and we directly or indirectly depend for food on plants. No oxygen, fresh air won't be there. Not enough rain, because trees are responsible to bring rain, and innumerable other problems. That is, even pollution is among those problems. So in this chapter, we have read the importance of water in our lives, how we can save water, how it is very important for us to save water so that we can survive. For our survival, water is equally important. Go through the chapter, children, and please read the chapter. In case of any doubts, you can ask me. Thank you, children.